So, all right. So for those of you in the It Starts With Diamond group, if you didn't see, they posted the pot today of $60,000, which is insane. I think a lot of people are either quietly working or something, because that is a big, big pot that you're going to get to split coming up. You have till June 17th to have everything clear. So, for example, tomorrow night, we would want like June 17th is like a Wednesday. So you want everyone active, you want your Emeralds active, you want your new coaches active, you want them all signed up by that date, just like you would tomorrow night if you want to rank up on Thursday. So the official rank would come on June 18th, but you want to be all set in stone on the 17th. So I don't want to confuse you. And then also, we are still working on points, Success Club points, of course, helping other people get started on their health and fitness journey by using challenge packs. And of course, that is equating to the option to go to the Success Club party in Nashville if you're coming to Summit. 25 total points. So if you go for 15 this month or 15 next month or whatever you're planning to do, you need 25 total between May and June. Man, I've got like a cough. Okay. All right. So those are just a couple announcements. And I don't really have much else to share right now, but we have a coach here tonight with us. This is Melissa. She has been around since January of this year, and she is a diamond coach, and she is a success starter, which means she's coming to Nashville on Beachbody's dime. They paid for her ticket, and she has been blowing this thing up, getting lots and lots of points every month. So we asked her to share what all she's doing, and you guys get your notebooks out, your pens. I'm recording this, so you'll be able to hear her tips. I'm excited to hear from her as well. So I'm going to let you take over. Tell us a little bit about how you came to Beachbody today. All right. Here you go. Go for it, girl.
Like Lindsay said, I started January 15th of this year. I started, my immediate upline is Jackie Peterson. Her and I got connected last year through, I also sew in my free time, and I sewed her daughter's bedding through a friend of a friend. And I just kind of started watching her for about a year. I never joined a single paid group in that year. I was in several of her free groups, and she kept asking me if I'd ever thought about that, and I told her, not for me. I don't like to sell. I'm not really even into Facebook. And so she just kept at it. And last fall, I went through some, it was a lot of personal things that were going on, and my husband and I lost our little boy, and so I went into some deep depression and gained some weight. And I needed something, and Jackie messaged me one day and was like, are you doing the 21 Day Fix? Would you like to join as a coach? I really think something that you would enjoy. And I finally was like, all right, I'm going to do this. I need something. I was noticing that I was helping people with their nutrition, and just I really enjoyed it. I decided to take a leap and go for it and just see where it went. I never thought that I would, when I first started, I just wanted to kind of help people get back on track. I just had a passion for it. So I just thought Beachbody had a lot of tools to help me help people. And so I went right at it and just started really loving it. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. there's not a super lot of my PowerPoints. I kind of have my notes off to the side, but.
Hey, 1 second. Let me make you host so you can do that.
Okay.
1 second. There's my option. And then if you need to, just do manage participants, mute all if it gets loud on you.
Okay.
Okay, good to go.
So, all right. Does everybody see my screen or no? Okay. So I kind of went through my introduction a little bit this slide right here that I have, but these little guys right here are my two of my older boys. Bryson is 6 and Micah is 3. My husband and I have been married 10 years this July, and so everything else that I planned for my introduction. So I'm just going to jump into kind of what I do in order to reach Success Club. My first month out, I had 17, and my second, I went to 34. March was a rough month for me, and it was just a emotional month for me, and I only got 8, and then I jumped back. I'm already at 14, so I'm just going to do kind of what I do and how I go about it. So I don't really do anything super special. I follow the 3 vital behaviors to a T. I'm the type of person that if you give me rules to follow, I'm going to follow exactly what you've laid out for me to do. And I know that their system works, and so I'm going to do it. I start with bite and bite.
Hey, Melissa, can I stop you for a second? Can you hit participants and then hit mute all?
That.
Got it. We're getting some feedback.
Hit mute.
Yep. Did it hit?
I don't know where I don't hear any more noise.
I think we're good.
Manage participants. Okay, hold on. Okay. Everybody should be muted. All right. So for my invite, I am very intentional about my invitations that I send out. I have a goal written out at the beginning of the month, every single month. And my goal for each week is a minimum of 30 invites to up to 50. And each week I start off and say, okay, this is how many coaches I want to sign by the end of the month. And so I know that if I want to sign 4 coaches by the end of the month, I say that in 1 in 10 invites, people say yes. So I know I need a minimum of 40 invites. I make sure to hit that every single month because I want to make sure that I am at least getting those so that I can have my 4 possible. I also set a goal for how many people I want to invite to my challenge group because I feel that a bigger challenge group is more fun. I've had the smaller one where we have like 5 or 6. This time I have 18 or 20 in, and it's just so much more fun. And so I like that as my goal. And so since I like 20 in my group, I know that I'm going to need to send out 200 messages this month in order to make sure that my group is full. Now, with my invites, I'm not going straight out 200 messages to people and telling them that, hey, join my challenge group. Most of those messages have started off as my forming messages. And for that, I'm going to be talking, I have some examples a little bit later of what I use, but those are included in my messages because I start off a month with those and eventually work my way into inviting them into a free group or a paid group. So it just varies each one. But I make sure that I show that I care first. I don't want them to think that the only reason I'm talking to them in the first place or sending them a message is the fact that I want them to challenge group. I really do ask them how they're doing, about their family, about their job, etc. Just like forming is all about. But I'm very intentional about that. The other thing that I feel is super important that's helped me is being proof of the product works. I have always been athletic and always been in shape, I guess you could say, and a healthy person. But it wasn't until I started doing clean eating and really drinking my shake every single day that I really noticed a difference in my life. I I'm only 5'1", and my entire life I've been at about 118, 120. That's just my healthy weight that I've always thought. And since I started doing this, I lost 10 pounds, and I just feel so much better. I have so much more energy. People are making comments about how I look like. They're asking me what I'm doing. They just say skin looks great. You look like you have so much more energy. It's just on and on and on about. I'm showing them how much this product is working. I'm telling them I no longer have stomach problems because of Shakeology. I've with that my entire life. And I think that being proof of the product is just in my main alley. I went on a field trip, and people were asking me, what are you doing to stay in shape? I got two challengers, and one of my challengers is now a coach. And she loves the product just as well. And I just, that if you're drinking your Shakeology every day and you're doing your workout and posting about it, people are watching, and they really do take notice. And if you're not doing that, why would they do it? Because if you don't believe in the product, then why should they? And then with personal development, this is huge. I didn't really believe in it at first because I'm like, seriously, what is it going to do for me? But this, my personal development really just comes up. Especially after you get 5, 10 no's in one day, you kind of feel down on yourself, and you're like, I'm not good at this. I can't do this anymore. And then I go on and I watch Lindsay Matway or Melanie Mitro or somebody like that, and they're telling me how they started off and would cry after they'd get off of team call because nobody was on there, and here they are, top in the company. I'm just like, I can do this. It's okay if they say no, because I have my goals, and every no I get is one step closer to my yes. And I just learned so much about myself personally, and then also about network marketing. I have a degree in math, so network marketing is completely new to me. So I am just sponge right now, and I really try to soak up as much as I can. When I talk to my coaches about personal development, that seems to be the one that everybody leaves off. And I really want to stress how important it is, because it builds you up personally and gives you more confidence. People will take note of that. And then also, there's no excuse not to do personal development, because I know everybody's busy. Everybody has the same 24 hours. I do mine while I'm washing my dishes or folding laundry or cleaning the house if they're in my ears. It's constantly playing. I do it when my boys are napping, the car, in passing period while I'm teaching. I make sure and do something. There are so many opportunities out there and ways to get the personal development that I think that we really, super important. I've learned so much from so many people. There are so many people that have failed at doing this and are trying to help you. So I really try to take advantage of that. And so I do spend quite a bit of time on development. Now for my hour. Now, right now, I'm still working. I still have 2 little boys. My husband's a football coach, and so he's super busy all the time working. So I really have to have a really honed in power hour. I can't mess around. I literally set a 60 minutes on my timer on my microwave so that I don't get distracted, so that I do exactly what I need to get done. Because after those 60 minutes, I know if somebody's waking up for a nap, I need to get other things going. Sometimes I have to set it for 15 minutes and then come back for another 15 minutes later. But I always make sure that I know what I'm going to do before I start it. So most of the time, my power hour goes with I check Team Beachbody and make sure that my coaches make sure everything's current. Any news I need to check my own status. Any new customers. I send my messages out to those new customers. Then I start sending out my invites. Now these are invites for my free challengers or my paid. I run a free, usually 5 or 10 day challenge group every month, and then I do. Lately, I've been just doing my 21-day one. Most of the time, it's fixed, or it's the fixed, or it's fixed one. But I'm sending those out every single day, and I'm making a list. Yes, So I already have people who have said yes to my June and my July groups. June didn't work for them, but they really want to do it, so they're in July. I have 8 of who I've contacted and who said yes, who said contact me in a month, just so that I can keep track of that. I'm trying to work on that organization a lot. I'm mainly a paper and girl. My Mr. Technology husband, it drives him nuts because that's everything on the computer. So that's my goal this summer, is to really get organized in that. And then after I send my invites, I make sure to check in with my current challengers and ask them how they're doing, and just check to make sure that everything's going well, things are set up and ready to go. I send out coaching opportunity invites. I only probably send out 2 or 3 of those a day. Those are harder for me because I want to be super intentional about who I'm choosing. I don't want to send them to just and I know that sounds strange, but I want to make sure that they're people who mesh with me. My challenge groups, it's easier for me to send it to a bunch of different people, as I can really get to know them in that setting and see if, as we're interacting, if maybe coaching would be for them. But my direct, straight ones are people that I either know, have worked with, or have been in challenge groups with. Because you're picking your team and you're picking people who you're going to be working with and building your business with. So you want to make sure that you don't just want to throw it out to anybody. I guess I don't want to throw it out to anybody until I know that we have a relationship. And that's what I find in my I never send out a blanket coaching invite. Now I might have a post, but never just, hey, I think you should be a coach. I definitely send those out once I really know the people. Once I get all of that done, I send follow-up messages. I send follow-up messages randomly. I send them while I am at work, while they're waiting for something to happen. Those kind of, I try to get them done in my power hour, but if not, I know that I'm going to have 5 minutes here or there to send those out. And so I am constantly sending those. I like to respond in a reasonable amount of time, so that way people know that I'm here and I'm ready to answer any questions that they have. So I send follow-up messages more often ever. And then usually I spend about 30 minutes personal development. Now, this isn't usually in my power hour. It's usually when I'm, like I said, doing dishes or something like that. But it's included in my. I also like to plan out posts if I have time. That way I can either buffer them in or know what I'm going to say later on. Figure out recipes that I want to share, etc. That's usually all done. I keep getting asking the question of who I'm talking to, and I am really just talking to literally everyone. I have become that crazy shake lady. It has transformed me, and I feel so amazing doing it. I just want to tell everybody. I really do try to find a way to bring Beachbody into a conversation, but I don't just straight out say, hey, I'm a Beachbody coach, you should try this. I start talking to them about, yeah, even if we're in the grocery store line, make small talk. And, oh yeah, what do you do? And get into that. And I I've known several top coaches where they say, this is my full-time position, but my passion is. And so I like to bring that in too, because I am a math teacher and I do love that job, but my passion really is health and fitness and helping people reach those goals and through Beachbody. So I love sharing that. I also talk to pretty much anybody on Facebook that is a friend of a friend. I am adding new contacts every single day. I started in January with 500 coaches, 500 friends, and that's about it. And I'm at like 1,100 right now. So I'm adding about 5 new friends a day. I'm doing this so Facebook doesn't and that I can continue doing that. And also so that I think 5 to 7 is more manageable for me, because then I can send messages of, hey, how are you? Kind of get to know them a little as I go. If I get 20 at a time, I get a little overwhelmed. So I try to do 5 to 7 a day. But literally, your product or the product, you're going to be talking to people. I went to the dentist in January or February, and the hygienist was like, how in the world do you look like this little boys? And I got to share it with them. I wear my 21 Day Fix and my 21 Day Fix Extreme shirts to T-ball practice. I wear it out and about, and those start conversations, because people are like, what is that? And you start talking about Beachbody, and everybody's usually heard of 90X or Insanity. And so once you start mentioning those things, they're getting a little bit bigger. But I really, I don't want to leave anyone out, because I know that this is beneficial to everyone. And I try talking to people about, I don't feel that Shakeology is just a weight loss. I know that it helps them weight loss, but I also like to tell them about other health benefits. And so I really like to share with anybody. I feel like if I leave somebody out, I'm not giving them the opportunity to get all of those amazing with this Shakeology and these different programs and business opportunity. So I really just talk to everybody. And how I talk to them is I really do start off genuine. People know when you're being fake. And so I think that what has helped me is I am a very genuine person, and so people who I haven't talked to in 10 or 12 years are really starting to take notice of what's going on, and now they're contacting me. Just the other day, I had a girl say, I've been watching you, and I'm really interested in knowing more about it. And I literally knew a friend of a friend from college, and so we don't really have much interaction together. We're Facebook friends, and so now she's in the sneak peek and super interested. I'm excited about that. But just know that people are watching, and that they might not make conversation right now, but eventually down the road, if you're doing what you're doing, they will contact you or message you back. I've been ignored a lot. And so sometimes I'll get 1, 2 messages in, and my third message, I kind of try to be a little bit funny. My last one, I had a girl, and I was like, okay, I get the hint. You're not interested in coaching anymore. And she messaged back, and she's like, oh my goodness, I am not blowing you off. I didn't get my message. And so I think what helped me with multiple messages is Jackie told me people aren't checking Facebook like we are. We're coaches, and that's our job, and we check Facebook. People aren't, so be patient with them. So I think that's super important, to just be patient with those that you. Okay. My goals. I think that goals are ultimate. I write mine down on a piece of paper. I write them out, and I number them 1 through 10 for the month. And I make big goals, because I want to be home full time. I want this to be my business. I know that in teaching, I will never get the salary that is allowed in this company. And not that I ever got into teaching before, but I would love to be able to stay home. I have to miss. So I know that if I set goals and I achieve them, I'm going to make it happen. And so I am not okay with SC5. I'm kicking myself for a bad month in March, and I got SC8. I want to make sure I put 100% into. You're in the business of helping people get healthier lives, and I'm not going to let my apathy let somebody else suffer. I've seen too many people in my groups that are like, I'm off medication that I've been on. Mother-in-law hasn't been on blood pressure medicine for weeks now because of starting Shakeology. And she has a family history. And because I started this business and got her involved on it, now I've made her life better. And in turn helps my children to see their grandma. So I know that simple goals, like I have silly goals, like make sure I'm organized, help my coaches get Success Club, in 200 messages. What are my other goals? Assign 4 coaches. I want to have a number that I'm shooting for in my free group, and I have a number that I'm shooting for in my paid group. because I feel that if I said 5, once I got 5 people, I would stop. And I don't want to have a goal that's reached in the first week. I want to make sure that it's further on and makes me work every single day. And then I also have a financial goal. And financial goal for me, the reason I have mine is I want to make sure I cover all of my fees. And then I also need to make sure that I'm starting to hit milestones to start covering income that and so I think that having those types of goals and knowing exactly, doing on the end of the last day of the month for the next month, that way I can start May 1st fresh. Exactly what I'm going to do, it's all laid out. And then on May 1st, I start on and I say, okay, if I need 200 messages sent out, then I need this many messages. I personally like to do all my messages Monday through Friday and only do follow-ups and posts on Saturday. Family day is Sunday in church, and I don't work at all on Sundays. Saturdays are so busy with t-ball games, other activities that are going on. I don't want to miss out on making sure that I've hit my goals. So I work extra hard Monday through Friday and maybe put in an extra 15 for myself for Saturday. Most are planned out, so all I have to do is hit click and just go with it. Those are I have a couple different things of example posts of what I've been doing. Now, I really just follow people. I watch people and I do what they tell me to do. So I don't feel like I'm doing anything spectacular, but I just want to show after some time of watching it what I've been doing. And so like this one, I was completely honest and told everybody it was a rough day and I didn't want to work out. Telling about my excuses because people need to know that you are not perfect. I know that a lot of times I don't want to tell them that I'm struggling because they're going to be like, my coach has to have everything right. But those ones get a lot of comments and likes on there because they connect with you. They are like, I'm there too. I'm so glad I'm not the only one who hates working out on Mondays. But I know that if I skip a Monday, Tuesday is going to be so much easier to skip. So I like to take a picture on a Monday, say, look, what I'm doing. Be honest that I did not eat very well over the weekend, but I'm going to go back. I also on Mondays like to do like a motivational thing as well. Now, my kids, it's ridiculous. I can get 150 people, 30 people commenting in minutes if I put these 2 little boys on there. Anything they're doing, so just share your life with them. Share them what you're doing. Just go through and I'm showing them my cute little boys and things they do. I have a little folder, like a little notepad on my phone, and I write down funny things that they're saying, or I put ideas of posts that I'm going to be doing when I'm not at home, or something comes across my mind. Because sometimes I'm sitting there, I'm like, great, it is 3 o'clock and I need to do a second post and I have nothing. And I can go to that list of things that happened and post it. They don't know that it happened a week ago, and that's okay. You don't have to have something that happened today, but it's really helpful if you have a list to go to. And I think it was Anita Myron who told me, or I was watching one of her videos, that she just keeps a tab of it, which was a fantastic idea because I never thought about that. Things happen all the time that I wish I was like, right, I'm already at a post for the day. I don't want to post 7. That's a lot of posts in one day. So I just write it down now. And I just kind of go through everything. And then again, this is my own little reality show. I talk about what I'm doing, where I'm going, I like, things that I just kind of so they know me and know the type of person that I am, because they're going to connect with you and they're going to pick. There are 300,000 Beachbody coaches out there, and you need to tell them why they should pick. Why are you their best fit? And so I just want to feel and open. Now, I don't air my dirty laundry out. I don't say things that I'm like, I'm not going to rant and rave all over my. I'm going to be real and say something was hard, and that's fine, but I'm not going to go off on just go crazy. People still want positivity in their feed. So if you're being real, like show a temper tantrum of your kid, or show something that's legitimate, but don't go on a rage. And because it's going to turn people off. You don't know who you might see that might have just clicked on your page today. And you want as much that really represents you as possible. Another thing that I heard that was really great, and I do this all the time, is you get tagged in posts all the time. And sometimes there's really weird posts. Sometimes they have nothing to do with you. And so you can go ahead and comment and like on that post, but just go and remove it from your page. Hide from time. Because people, when they're coming to check you out, they're going to look through the first 3 to 5 scrolls, and they're going to need to see like what you're like. So I highly suggest just making sure and keep track of that. All right, this was one of my share the business. I do this about once a week, like flat out each body. Most of the time I'm saying how much I love it, how much I love my job. But these are ones that are kind of really just talking about how wonderful it is and the things that it's helping us do. I was able to talk about my paycheck paid for groceries for the month, and people can connect to specific bills. Say it helped you pay half your car payment or pay all of your cell phone bills. Just saying little things like that, it clicks in their head and they're like, oh, that would be nice not to have a payment, or to have my car payment paid by somebody. And so I haven't shared the amount. I just said this is my biggest paycheck and it covered this, this, and this. And so people really I got a lot of private messages after this one saying, I would really like to know more. Tell me how I can make this happen. And so just really acting like you're making it big, and people will want to join, and then you'll start making it. Like that fake it till you make it. They don't have to know that your check is $100. But if they believe that you're making the big bucks, they're going to join your team, and you're going to be able to build them. And it does eventually. I'm really starting to see the snowball effect after. So I just encourage you to just share a little bit of that. Other posts is tell your followers what to do. I've heard a lot about this is tell them like this, share this. It really engages them. I've been shocked how many people, when you tell them what to do, they do it. Or you ask them a simple question. Or mountain. I asked beach or mountains, and I had 40 comments. Now, personally, I don't comment on those things, but Facebook people love that. And so I just want to encourage you, ask those questions, simple stuff. Ask their opinion, get you pictures. Which shoes should I wear? Even if you're not going to pick the shoes they want to share their opinion with you, and it helps your Facebook. Facebook is a popularity contest, just like high school. So you need to show Facebook you're popular. Get the likes, get the comments and the shares, and so your posts will start coming on. I also have fun, and I'm encouraging. So these are just a couple other examples of posts that I do. I always like to do some kind of encouragement throughout the week. Just kind of help people kind of what's on my mind, what's on my heart, and kind of share it that way. But people are going to look to you for a little bit of encouragement, and some of them just need it's okay, Sean, you can do this. And just by a simple picture or post. And then these are just a couple more. Okay. Am I doing all right time? I didn't realize it was going to go this long. I can go through a few more, or I don't see any. These are just a couple of my invites that I've sent out. That way you can kind of I'm sending. And just, hey, I've been watching you in the group, and you're super encouraging and involved and so fresh and honest. I don't know what your current situation is or what you plan on doing after work or maternity leave, but if you ever thought about doing online fitness coaching. And so I just kind of, this is one of my free challengers, and she actually is currently going on right now. But I really do watch my challengers and see what's all going on. Down here is another example post that I did. I hope. Some of my challenge group invites, my 5-day free clean eating, or I also, this one down, my second one down here is for my paid group. I like to send those out and ask if they would be, describe what it would be, but not without describing everything. And then I also say, if you wanted to, or if you know anybody who's interested. And that way, they don't feel like I'm singling them out, but I'm asking for their recommendation. And you don't, I thought this was kind of reversed, but I've had so many people be like, you know what, I know a couple people don't like this. Can I forward you? And so I'm just asking for their opinion. The other one I also do is I also add in like, or even just get healthy and on a good workout regimen. A lot of people are nervous about sending these messages because they don't want to take fat. I'm not telling them that they're fat or overweight. I just want to share what I've learned. And so I want them to know that it's just not about always losing weight. It's about eating healthy and having a healthy lifestyle. So I have just a couple final thoughts that I've been thinking about. I don't want you to think that I have some kind of magic recipe that I do. I am following exactly how the body has laid it out. I'm just the only way to be successful in this business is to be consistent. And I'm finding that even though people I talked to 3 months ago didn't respond or said no, they're coming back to me now. Most of them is saying, I've been watching you. And so I just want to encourage you to and to be on every single day posting. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Just use what our upline has given us. They have so many resources for you, and they've done the hard work, so you can just change it and apply it to you and your style. And so I think that the main reason I've been so successful is because I've wanted this from day one. I was committed, and I said I was going to. I'm not going to give up. And if you want this, have it. Just have to work every single day. It's not going to be easy. It's not the $1 million quick fix. But we're changing people's lives every day, and there's nothing better than having somebody email me so much you changed my life. Which I've been stuck. Now I've lost the first 10 pounds in so long. But don't overwhelm yourself. Take it one at a time. Set your goals. Don't make excuses. Just you're consistent and you show that you care. We're going to take notice, and going to change people's lives. That is all that I have. Don't know how to share. Lindsay?
Oh, okay, I'm off. I'm mute. Awesome call. So I wanted to give you guys the chance to ask her any questions in the chat. I got so many notes from this, which is so cool. And I think some of the biggest takeaways I got was that you're consistently there. You are on top of your postings. You're always posting, whether the situation just happened or you saw it happen and you're like, I'll save this for another day. I totally do that. I love that. And I like that you're putting your goals down, because that really helps you stay, you know, focused, and that it's not going to happen overnight, but if you read The Compound Effect yet, all the little things you're doing every day, and another, you know, imagine the years to come and what it's going to do. I mean, it's going to be amazing. And I just love everything you said. You're like, I love that the relationship building, that's so important. So I just got so many takeaways from this. Does anyone have any questions? I've got one here saying, are you using personal and like page?
I currently I have a like page. I just haven't grown it much. This is my really goal in the next month or two, is to really focus on it. I only have about 200 followers right now. So I'm going to really, now that I'm out of school in the next week or two, I'm going to plan on really, oh no, things are trying to go back.
So she's doing both. I would say, it's really, I don't know, I say you grow a like page for sure, but I also think you need to use personal for a while, until, you're completely maxed out of friends and stuff. I think you kind of got to go back and forth. Just thought on my experience, my like page when I started was like, and it took a long time to grow, and now it's still growing, but it's doing better. So if you guys are new, I would definitely use your personal page and start a like page. Eventually you'll cap out on friends. Okay, so favorite personal development book or books? Do you have any favorites? Where'd she go? She's still here. Did she lose connection? Let's see if I can see her. Oh, there she is. She just, hold on. You're on mute. Okay, go ahead.
Sorry. My computer died. But I'm gonna focus on my like page this summer.
And your favorite personal development books?
I really like Rock Your Network Marketing, and then what is the other one I'm currently doing? I like to watch a lot. I've been watching that way a lot. I've been doing Anita Myron. I can't say her name very well. And then I've been reading other non-work personal development, just kind of for my personally, to not be distracted by things that are going on and stuff.
Cool.
And Go for No. I've been doing that one too.
And when you had that rough month where you said you missed the 10 points, was that because of less postings or less talking to people type of thing, if you were to look back on your tracking of it?
Oh, yes. I didn't want to talk to anybody that month. I literally didn't send messages out. I didn't post as much. It was a really just rough month on me, and I noticed a huge dip by not doing what I needed to.
Okay. How was your first few months of being a coach like?
Well, I spent a lot of time learning. I dove into anything I possibly could. I was watching videos. I'd be up till 11 or 12 every night just watching. After my kids went to bed and my husband went to bed, taking notes on everything, just getting as much as I possibly could so that I could apply it and really go for this.
Yeah, she's only been around since January, mid-January. Something big is gonna happen for you. Okay, do we have any other questions? I'm trying to think if I have any for you. I love how you have a goal, you focus on it, and you just go for it and you hit it, which is really cool. I just love that about you. And I love that you got there is days where you're like, am I meant for this? Is this for me? That we all go through those, and personal development is so key for that, to keep you straight. Okay, we have more questions now. So you add new friends mostly from messaging friends of friends. Do you message friends of friends?
I go and look in kind of people that I've lost contact with. I go on my friends list and look at their friends, yes, and then add them. and then kind of message them and see how they're doing. And then people have been sending me people, like my mom wants to do this, or my aunt wants to do this, and so then I make contacts through that as well.
Referrals are great. While you were learning everything, did you put it to action?
Yes, I went straight at it. Like, if they told me what to do, I'd try it. They were saying, you know, figure out when your people are on for posting, and I was trying different times and just really paying attention to when people were liking, when they were interacting and stuff. So I'd read something and then attempt it.
Oh, sorry, we've missed some questions. Did you have a big contact list to start with?
Hold on, my screen is black. I don't know if it was a big contact list. I'm kind of a super introverted, like I'm not introverted, I'm just not super social. And so I really had to step out of my normal quiet, not wanting to draw attention to myself and really get to know people. So like I said, I had 500 Facebook friends, but I probably only talked to like maybe 20 of them. So I really had to build that. And my first group was my family. It really was. But as soon as I post my after pictures from 21 Day Fix, that's when I really just like it exploded. People were like, "Oh my goodness."
Hang on. Ashton wants to know when you're going to be 2-star.
I moved that up, Ashton, to October. So
yay! 2 stars where it starts.
She did not like my December goal, so I moved that.
You know what they say about goals is you set a big, huge goal for a date, and if you don't hit it, you like shot for the moon, but you may land on the stars, and you just keep shooting for it, and you will hit it. You just keep going. Like that's how it works.
My goal for Diamond was April, and I made sure to get it in April.
You see, yeah, awesome. That's great.
So I knew I'd get it in April.
And next up is 2-star. Okay, so next question. How persistent are you with the people who show interest to your posts, but say they'll check your website out?
I don't leave them to checking my website out. It gets confusing and people get lost. And so I talk to them until they are ready. I send them the video to watch. And then I will say, can I check in with you tomorrow? Or I usually do my follow-ups on, Jackie does the same thing, Mondays and Fridays. It just seems easy enough to say, have a good weekend, or how was your weekend in my post or in my message. And so I make sure that the thing they get is my link to order, because I don't want there to be any question of them checking anything out. I want to answer all their questions.
Yeah, and if you want, is this Danielle? If they're like going for a challenge pack or something, or they're going for some kind of product, like right away, one thing you can do is go to bit.ly, bitly.com, and you can type in your long drawn out link, and then it's free, and you can create like free coach Lindsay. I think mine is, I have one that's work with Lindsay, free coach Lindsay, get fixed with Lindsay, or stuff like that, like detox with Lindsay, and that's for the 3-day refresh. And then I've got something about the 21 days with Lindsay or something like that. And you don't have to say with me, but you can, it helps you kind of, I don't know if that helps you guide them exactly where to go, but you can go exactly to that pack with your, or coaching codes. That works too. I like using bit.ly because it shrinks it down, which is nice. Bit.ly. I'll type it in. bit.ly.com. I think there's tiny URL as well. Tiny. You guys can go in and like you can just condense your websites, like even your www.beachbodycoach.com/whatever, and it's all drawn out, right? Mine is Free Coach Lindsay or something like that. bit.ly.com/freecoachlindsay. And it just goes right to, and once you guys get to 2-star, you open up more business centers, and then you got to come up with another link and another. I would have to keep, creating new links. And so this bit.ly thing works out really well. Simple coach links. That's a way to access them. I think I do something like that, and then I move to bit.ly just to make my life easy. Alrighty. Anyone else have any questions? Would you say that giving people your website before you added value to them isn't recommended? Yes. Yes, that is. Yes. I hope she says yes.
Yeah. I usually have several conversations before they get my site. Like, I know what their goals are and where they want to be, and we've had multiple stuff before I say, here's the link.
Yeah, for sure. Never post your website on your posts on Facebook. That will chase people away. If you want to chase people away, post your website. You'll chase them all away if you do that. You gotta, as much as you want to put your website right in front of them, be like, here you go, you're interested. No, you want to make sure you build some relationship and figure out if they've already had a coach, if they're connected to Beachbody products, figure out what's going on there. And then when the time is right, have them sign up for an account. That's once they're at an agreement of, yeah, I want to do a free group with you, or yes, I want this product. Then we bring the website out. And there's always ways to, some of them will, like, all of a sudden they've ordered and you're like, what just happened? I didn't even give you my link yet. That rarely happens, but when it does, it's an easy email switch. So don't worry. Any other questions? How do you reach the people who are interested but don't have money right now or are not working? My internet is going down.
So just because they're not buying right now doesn't mean you can't help.
Okay. Anybody else? Final minute or 2 or 3? Everything is dinging really loud. All righty. So, pretty basic stuff, guys. It's the same stuff we're doing all the time. Just be consistent and you will nail these kind of goals as well. So anyways, I want to thank Melissa for taking time to do this call for us. This was really awesome. I know this was a popular call. Everybody was super excited to hear from you. So we really appreciate you taking time out of your night to be with us. And I will post this recording up for you guys. I got it all recorded, so you can share it with anyone who had to miss the call. And I hope you guys have a great night. And remember, go out and help other people. And Success Club will be yours naturally. So have a great night, guys, and I'll see you next week.